Have you ever felt that you are not good enough? Like, no matter what you do and how hard you try, it's never enough? Does it ever happen to you that you buy something just because you want to please the sales consultant? Stop right there, because today I'm gonna show you why you are worthy the way you are right now. So many people are caught in a thought trap, believing that everything they have achieved in this life is because someone else gave it to them or because they got lucky. They don't see their own role in this. And this is a mistake. How can you love yourself if you don't see your powerful role that you played in each and every achievement that happened in your life? Everything that you have achieved is not because someone else came and gave it to you. No, you gave it to yourself. You came, you asked for it, you accepted it, you acted upon it. You took the necessary steps. You recognized the opportunity. You didn't let this opportunity disappear. You appeared at the right time, in the right place. That is more than enough. So take a moment now to reconsider your achievements. And this is a powerful practice. Every time I do it, I fill up with self-confidence. I feel the self-appreciation coming to a totally new level. Like, my self-love at that moment goes through the roof because I see what I did in my life. I want you to write down 2 lists. The first one is the list of your obvious achievements. Did you graduate from the university? That's a big achievement. Write it down. Did you graduate from school? Great. This is an achievement. Write it down. Did you learn to drive a car? This is an achievement. Write it down. Did you learn to cook? Write it down. Did you not forget to congratulate your younger sister on her birthday, even when you were so busy with your film school in LA? Write it down. Write everything down. Big or small, what you achieved when you stood up for yourself, when you were there for others. And then make a second list. Write down all the things that you received thanks to others. And then recognize your own role in it. Try to see, even if it's not so obvious, try to see what was your role in this. Maybe you asked. Maybe you just acted upon it. Maybe you didn't say no to the opportunity. Maybe you just were there. Maybe you made a call. Maybe you were grateful. Maybe the person offered you something and then you said yes. Saying yes to an opportunity is also proactive. Write those 2 lists down. It will take some time, and this is worth it. Dedicate this time to those 2 lists and you will see your self-confidence and self-love going through the roof. In order to make this practice even more powerful, look at each and every point you have written down and say thank you. Feel the gratitude to yourself. Lay your hands on your heart zone and feel the gratitude to you, to yourself, for everything that you have done. For all the actions, all the words, all the thoughts, all the readiness, overcoming fear and negative emotions connected with achieving a goal that you did. It's all your achievements. Be mindful of what you truly want. Do you like the life you're living now? Do you like it? Are you now walking the way that you want to be walking? Are you going to the goals that you actually want to achieve? Are these even your goals? Or are these goals imposed to you by the society, by the family, by your friends, or by social media? Ask yourself these questions. What do you want? Now, think about this. Imagine that an angel comes down to earth and says that he has a very important message for you. He or she wants you to know that the universe wants you to succeed in everything that you truly want. And the universe is going to support you in everything that you truly want. You have to know what you want truly. Think about it, what it is that you want. And then answer the question, are you moving in the direction right now that your soul really wants to be moving? And yes, the universe wants you to succeed in everything that you wish for. The universe wants you to be strong. The universe wants you to be strong so that you can empower others to be strong. And when people get strong for real, they become kind, so the world becomes kinder. Just think about it. When you follow your dreams, you make the world better. Okay, this is a really global level. But let's think about a more narrow circle. If you are pursuing your true goals and wishes, then you feel fulfilled, then you feel happy, and joyous and playful. And like this, you have much more to give to your family, to give to your kids, to give to your husband, to give to your colleagues. But if you are not on your place, if you are not fulfilling your dreams, if you are not following the road of fulfilling your goals, then you're empty. You feel drained. Because whenever you are displaced, whenever you are not on your place, you feel drained. You feel that you lose your energy. Without energy, you start having diseases. You start feeling bad. You start feeling stressed. You start feeling irritated. And you can't give anything to your husband because you don't have anything inside of you that fills you up, that fulfills you. You can't share the kindness. You can't share this experience of strength and power with your kids because everything that you have is just being drained and emptiness. So know what you want, because this is the real beginning of self-love. Following your dreams, honoring what is inside you and not what the world expects from you. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, J.K. Rowling was a struggling single mother. She was working at a school. Society, friends and family told her that she should find a job. But deep inside of her, she knew that she was meant to become a writer. That was her passion. So she would spend days, evenings, and every single minute that she got writing. She wrote the stories of Harry Potter. She followed her heart no matter what, no matter the opinion of others. She didn't let others define her worth. She didn't let the opinions of others guide her. No, she had her strong core, and she felt about her that she is a writer. So she followed through. She stood up for her wish, for her goal, and she became a writer. A writer that everyone knows today. Today, her books have inspired millions, big and small. Her books were made into movies. I wouldn't be surprised if new Harry Potter movies would appear because the stories are just awesome. And this is the genius. When you let your soul talk, when you let your genius speak, then genius things appear. But the genius is coming to you directly. It's not what other people say, especially if they are suggesting that you do something accessible, something simple, something real. No, but if you have your goal, deep inside, have a dream, you should follow through, because this means self-love. Because like this, you love your own essence. You love your soul. Identify what makes you feel good and what doesn't. If you know, for example, that comedies make you feel good, watch more of them. If you know that communicating with this person drains you, every time you say yes to going out with them, you say no to yourself. But at the same time, you may know that this other person makes you feel good. So try spending more time with this person. It is psychological hygiene to limit yourself off of other people that drain you. If you know that you need 8 hours of sleep to feel well the next day, make sure you have 8 hours of sleep. Go to sleep earlier. Make time for sleep. If you notice that doing sports or jogging makes you feel good, then make sure that you have it in your schedule. Self-love is as simple as doing less of drains you and doing more that fills you up with good feelings. Does it ever happen to you that you buy something just because you want to please the sales consultant? It used to happen to me all the time. I would buy a thing even if I didn't want to buy anything in the store, just because I didn't have the courage to say I was not going to buy anything. I was there just to look. Stop being a people pleaser. When you try to please others, you steal from yourself. Even if a person gets upset or even offended, it's their problem and they should deal with it. They haven't grown up emotionally, and it's high time they do it. You are doing good to them, and actually you are doing an act of kindness. Like this, they're able to identify that they are not emotionally grown up, and then they can think about it. It may happen that they realize it and go into therapy, and this will make wonders. It will change their lives. So by saying no to someone when you don't want to do something, you actually may change their lives. You are giving them the chance to grow up emotionally, learn to deal with no, and remember that you are always free to do anything that makes you feel better. because you came to this world to do things that make you feel better. Others will take care of themselves. Set boundaries. Set boundaries and have your own standards. Seriously, you should have your boundaries. It is impossible to have no boundaries. It is impossible to say yes to everything. It is impossible. If you don't have the energy, if you don't have the time, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. I used to say yes to almost everything. A person would ask me something and I would do it. I would neglect my wishes. I would neglect my own time. I would neglect my own flexibility. I would neglect my own resources. I felt bad. I just felt so bad about saying no to someone. I was afraid to upset them. But just like I've said before, it's their problem if they get upset about me being me. I have the right to be me, just like they have the right to be them. When I say yes to everything, what do I teach other people? I teach them that my time and my energy don't cost anything. They don't have any value. They can come to me and have my energy and my time on tap whenever they want to. But this is wrong. My energy and my time have limits. The time does have limits and everyone knows it. And this is the time that is life itself. The time is the most valuable resource. I cannot go back to the time that has already gone. It's gone. Ciao. Bye. It's not there anymore. So I have to be mindful about my time in my life. This is something that I have to do. This is my duty. My time, my energy are precious. So are yours. Remember about it. Why do you prioritize other people's wish and needs above your own? Are they superhumans? Are they gods? Are they I don't know what? Why are they important? Even if they were superhumans, this doesn't make you less. But actually we were all created humans and we were all created equal. So your wish is equally important as the wish of other people. And it is your job to make sure that your wishes receive your time, your energy, and your attention. No one else will. Everyone is interested in fulfilling their own dreams, their own wishes. And if you don't know the direction in which you are moving, people will be glad to come and show you the direction you should be moving. And probably, most probably, it wouldn't be your direction. It will be their direction. Do you want to be moving in someone else's direction? No, I bet you don't. Saying no when needed is the biggest act of self-love and self-kindness. Ask yourself this question: who else, if not I, deserve my time, my energy, and my attention? Who else? I do, of course. Who else deserves my wishes? I deserve my wishes. If I got a wish, this means that I do have the resources to fulfill them. Out of millions and billions of wishes, I've got these 3 or 5 wishes. Just think about it. This is magical. Isn't it magical that out of myriads of wishes possible on this planet, I've got just these 3 tiny wishes? And this is because I was created to want it. I was created to go to them. I was created to make them my mission and to achieve them. I was created to fulfill those goals. When you love yourself, you let others love yourself. Loving yourself is the main key to love of others. If you don't love yourself, other people will not love yourself. Other people love you only to the extent that you love yourself. Oftentimes, a woman makes a mistake. She thinks, okay, first I find a man who will love me, and then I will learn to love myself. No, my dear, this is not the way it works. First, you love yourself. First, you set your own boundaries. First, you tell yourself, okay, a man may call me from 8 a.m. and not at 1 a.m., not at 3 at night or in the morning, because that is the time when I sleep. This is the time when I regenerate. This is the time when I get my new energy, when I heal. And if a man doesn't have emotional ripeness to be with a woman like me, I will not stay. I have my own goals, I have my own priorities, I have my own limited time on this planet, and I want to experience things. I want to experience a beautiful relationship. I want to experience being carried around in the arms. I want to experience great valuable presents and declarations of love. I want to experience a happy family. And if I keep saying yes to the things that are under this standard, I will never experience it. So it's always my decision what I am ready to accept into my life. You know, there is a saying, wishes don't come true, but what actually comes true is things that a person is ready to accept in their life. Like, say, for example, I don't eat very processed food or food that is full of preservatives and full of chemicals. I just can't accept it because my body, my system, my stomach doesn't really digest it. So I can only accept food of a certain quality, bio food that I know was just gathered and was not processed, so I can cook it myself. At the same time, I can say the same thing about clothing. There are materials that I don't accept. They make me feel itchy. There are some very cheap materials, like cheap plastic, that don't feel good on my skin. I can't accept them. I will not accept them. I will not buy such clothes just because this is below the standard that I accept. The same thing is about relationships. If you accept only a relationship at a certain level, you don't accept anything that is below that. That would be self-betrayal. And self-betrayal is not self-love. Don't betray yourself. Love yourself. Show up for yourself. If you constantly cancel on yourself, what do you teach yourself and your subconscious mind? You only teach yourself that you cannot rely on yourself. If you can't rely on yourself in small things, then how can you know that you can rely on yourself for big things? Let's say you keep promising yourself that you will start going to the gym, but this day never comes. You never go there. How can we fix it? Well, start small. Don't try to overwhelm your system by starting big and taking the commitment of spending 3 hours a day, every day at the gym and going there at 6 a.m. No, this wouldn't be possible because your subconscious mind would see that as a shock and a stress and actually as something that might kill you. Start small. For example, you may promise yourself that you will go to the gym for 15 minutes every second day. Like this, you create a habit. And over time, you notice that you actually like being there. Even these 15 minutes give a lot, that you feel so much better after this small workout. And you start extending these times. This becomes part of your system. This becomes a habit. And once you have a habit, it is so much easier to do it. And when you prove to yourself that you can do something like going to the gym consistently, you will know that if you want to start a bigger project, work-related or family-related, that you will be able to show up for yourself because you have this history of being able to show up for yourself and to actually walk the walk and not only talk the talk. And finally, learn to accept the good things that come your way. Do you know how many people don't accept the good things that come their way? Do you know how many people say no to a great partner, a great job, a great present, just a compliment, because they feel that they don't deserve it? Learn to trust yourself that you do deserve it. Learn to accept it into your life. Gradually, step by step, teach yourself to accept the best things available. And this will become your reality. Marilyn Monroe, for example, she had great issues with accepting the love that the world wanted to give her. She didn't learn to accept the love from men around her. So she was constantly choosing wrong partners, or she was ruining it the whole time. And don't let this be you. Learn to accept the best. And the more you learn to accept the best, the more good things will come into your life. When life gives you something good, just say, yes, I deserve it. Even if you feel discomfort in your body, or even if you feel that you can't accept, do some embodiment practice. Breathe, go down to the yoga mat, move, dance, scream, go for a jog, for a run. The body lets us process and lets us really accept what your mind still cannot. I hope that this video was really valuable to you. I hope that you have some insights or you had again the truths that you have already known, and this helped you to internalize it even more. If this is the case, be generous, hit the like button and write your favorite emoji under this video. I'm so curious to know how you love yourself, what practices you do to show that you love and care about yourself. And I'm sure that this will also be very useful to anyone watching this video and reading your comments. See you in the next videos.